Hello and welcome to what is going to be something very, very different on the channel. Now, I've been thinking about this for an awful long time. We've hit October 2022 and every autumn and winter, because we live more or less underground in this terraced house I've had for 20 odd years, as soon as it starts to rain, the floor goes mossy. We don't get any sun really in the garden where I'm standing now. You can see you get the sun at the back of the garden. It really is quite bleak. So what I've thought of doing is well, that massive mound of earth behind me, I've had it kind of looked at by a professional, and it's about 22 tons of soil. It used to be a drive. I used to pull my car onto this, but I've had to move a little bit of soil. I had a little wall here at the back of the garden that was leaning over, and it was getting quite dangerous for the children. So I've already moved the soil back a little bit and placed it on top of the drive there. But I thought to myself, let's dig this whole thing out. Let's dig it out and let's try and build an underground bunker. Now, what I want to show you is different parts of the area, just to try and explain to you guys just how kind of in the ground we live here in this terraced house. So most of this now is going to be filmed freehand, but I have a pick, a shovel, and this. I invested in a brand new wheelbarrow. So I've got a wheelbarrow, and over the next few months I'm going to be picking and hitting with sledgehammers and hitting with shovels that whole area up there, and I'm going to bring that earth there down to ground level. The next thing I want to show you is the other reason why I'm doing this. I've already mentioned one wall was leaning quite dangerously over. We've also got a problem with the back wall as well, and this is the reason why I'm doing this. Is it's become quite dangerous to garden. So I'm going to go freehand now and show you, first of all, just how far underground we are, and then I'm going to show you the back wall, how far it's leaning over. So freehand, we got a beautiful day for this, by the way, absolutely fantastic. So I'm just walking out to get out of the garden after we removed this little wall that was here, put the earth on top of there, and I've had to remove the steps. So this is our way out really, and you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 6 rungs on a ladder underground. I mean, you're looking out there through the lane, and there's somebody's garage, and we're talking this is well over shoulder height. So I think it qualifies as an underground bunker. By the time the lane is on an angle, by the time we get to the back, we'll definitely be kind of overhead height. But yeah, this is a look at the garden really, what we have to live with. And this underground bunker, I'm looking at the plans for this. I'm working out the plans. I don't know whether to go from that back wall to there, or just build a crazy one from the back wall and just cover all the way to here, where there's our bar, there's the height of the wall there, how far we are underground. You can see it there. So we put a glass roof on the top of, that's just the garden wall where the lane is. So yeah, let's get up this ladder then. So yeah, basically I'm wondering whether to come all the way down to where this drain is here, and just basically roof it, go all the way up nice and high, and at least we're out of the ground. It's all going to be money really, it's all going to be kind of money. So let's go climbing the ladder, going out into the lane. So first of all, this is what we got to remove. We're going to scrape off all this top. It's going to be the first job. So walking out into the lane, so you can see just how far in the ground we are. I've just come out of that. There's the conservatory down there. Here's the lane, and here's that garden wall I was pointing at. Now this is head height, Look, there's the bottles that you never quite see. And you can see down, if I move it over a bit. I mean, look how high. Or look how far the house is in the ground. It's been something we've battled with really for... This is how we used to drive the car. We used to drive the car up the lane and put the car on the drive many years ago. But we've battled with the dark for a number of years. Interestingly, I was going to show you, I'm going to show you the back wall, but interestingly, someone's tried, this used to be a really old, it used to be a playground 15, 16 years ago that the council have abandoned. Someone's tried to put a bit of a garden out here, which is quite nice. You've got some lavender, lots of different, I think they're willow trees growing. This is a nut tree, hazelnut tree, I think that is. Blackberry bushes, bay tree, apple trees, but I mean, this is what we got to contend with on a daily basis. So the council, they've not been here for a number of years now, cleaning this old park. So we got aces, rosemary, another bay tree, more lavender. This is an apple tree. You've got an apple tree here, a pear tree, and yeah, some bushes. So first of all, let me show you. Let me get in and show you. I'm not sure if you can see the extent of this wall. Can you see the bow in this wall? It doesn't look too bad on the camera, but let me see if I can grab it. It doesn't look too bad, but honestly, that is leaning. This wall, and it's a big old wall. This is block on flat. It's moving all the time. This is one day I'm going to wake up and this whole wall is going to be on the floor. Again, this is the second reason to move the earth really, is because this wall is so unsafe. There's a great big, you can see, there's a great big crack going down that wall. It's about to go. In fact, if you rock up against it, the whole wall moves. So essentially we're going to be digging all of this land out in the garden. But also, while I'm here, you can see these old lanes. They've just really not been looked after. I think somebody's got to do something. So I mean, you've got a bush. So this used to be a football pitch, and when my kids were babies, we used to come out here and play a little bit. But as soon as the council left it, I mean, great big bushes everywhere, growing out of what used to be the goalie area. This is probably a good 10-20 square meters of shrubs that's growing on the football park. That's Japanese knotweed. You've got all sorts of different kind of brambles growing. So really, it's not being very well looked after. I know I've gone off subject a little bit here, but I'm just showing you a little bit of where I kind of live, and there's an awful lot of rubbish dumped. People having fires, burning up the concrete. All the concrete's ruined. There's all sorts of kind of brambles growing through. Growing through the concrete. Stinging nettles. You can see, I mean, this used to be really well kept years ago. The council used to cut the grass, and believe it or not, originally there used to be allotments. So whoever's decided to put this little bit of earth here on here and try and do something with it have returned it back to its original thing really, is to grow vegetation on it. Right, okay, so this is the first video. So the first video is just a description really of what I want to do. Let's climb through these bushes. So yeah, we're going to make a start digging up all of this earth. It's going to be a big old job. So if I might attach a little clip on the end of this, but all I'm doing really at the end of it is just clearing them. You just see a concrete drive, so there's not really much to see. I'll make another video when I'm actually kind of digging all of the soil out. So the plan is to make a channel across there, dig a channel across there, dig it down, and then slowly come back, chip away the concrete drive, and come all the way back to about here, and then build back in this space with a hopefully a nice room, a nice kind of underground bunker, bar, workshop type thing. Thanks for watching. Cheers.